everyone, Mango7Roll here. How we doing today? Welcome to another episode of Epic 7. Today we get to talk about the new update, and I am so unbelievably hyped for this. Usually what happens is I'm awake and in bed by the time an update hits, and it's like 4 or 5 in the morning or something usually, but I'm awake, but I don't really want to get up and put on a shirt, you know, and start a video. But I am so hyped for Carrot this time. I couldn't go to sleep not knowing what was gonna happen, so here we are, 5 in the morning, making a video for y'all, and I am unbelievably excited. So this is really excited. Let's just go through the list here. First off, we are getting chapter 4, which is great. We have Vivian being too hard for us. That is cool. And we get another attack neck, just what we needed. Just give us more attack here. It's really all we want. I'm sure it's going to be attack percent too. Just give it all to us. Oh, oh, it's crit damage. Mango looking like an idiot. That's a really good neck. Speed, attack, crit chance, literal 3 best you can get, and then health. So like, honestly, any high rolls on this and it's gonna be absolutely insane. I will for sure use this on somebody. Really good neck. Love that neck. That's so exciting. I'm gonna be farming that right away. We have Tenebria drop rate, surprising literally everybody. 0% of people should have probably guessed this was going to be Tenebria. There's just like no signaling that whatsoever. We thought for sure it was going to be either a new unit, which I thought was a little unlikely, but most likely I thought it was going to be either Bazaar or Ludwig, and that's because there were Earth stuff in the shop. But, oh my god, she's amazing. Oh, look at her. Look at that flipping art. That is so good. Absolutely, beautifully, so flipping good. I love it. I cannot wait to do her spec change. Insane. Love it. So good, so good. Okay, that's her art. Let's see what else she does here. So her Flame Spurt is on a 3-turn cooldown. Attacks all enemies with a powerful fire, 60% chance to inflict 2 burns for 2 turns instead of 1 burn for something. Like, it was less than that. So that's really cool. I like that. I was expecting more, but maybe we'll see more in her ability, her other ability changes, because I'm sure they changed those too. So here she is. So we have to eliminate 500 machinery, gift 6 cold looks, clear spirit for 150 times. That's a lot. That's a lot of stamina. 150 times. That is 150 times 12. That's 1800 stamina to complete this. And you get what, like 60 stamina per Skystone? So that's 30 refreshes. How much is a refresh? I totally forget. It's 30 gems to refresh, right? Like, how do I not know how much it costs to refresh? Like, that's when you know. You just have to stop looking. It is 30, right? Yeah, it's 30. Okay, I'm just sure. So that's 900 Skystones worth of refreshing to get that. That's fine. The one concern I have with this, also LOL at everybody farming this yesterday. The one concern I have with this is that with double rune chance drop, that is effectively costing us twice the stamina to farm this outside of double rune. So if I am to farm this tomorrow, let's say, it'll cost me that 1800 stamina. But if I am to farm it in a week or 2 weeks or a month or whenever they have double rune drop rate, it'll cost me the same amount of stamina, but I will get literally double the runes. So that's a really tough decision to make. Jesus, that's the best sprite I've ever seen. That is literally amazing. Absolutely flipping amazing. She looks stellar. They knocked it out of the park. She has the same little dress type thing that it looked like she had in her silhouette there. That's insane. Holy crap. So let's go here. 12% attack, swing decrease speed, effect chance by 10%, so that's up to 60 question mark or something like that. Health increased by 25%. She desperately needed that. She needs more than that, actually. She needs, like, for her berry to be worth it, she needs like 150 or 200% more on that barrier than it was before. Effectiveness by 5% of all allies. Combat readiness by 10% when using swing. Increase damage by her skill 3 by 10%. Increase the burn effect chance by 5%, so that goes up to 65%, quite possibly more with Mulagora. The chance to dispel one debuff inflicted on the caster when Flame Berry is activated is increased by 50%. That's really good. And when the caster is attacked at max HP, decreases damage received by 25%. So I'm not sure about the damage received by 25%. Obviously, it's good. 25% less damage is great. But is that ever really going to proc? I guess if you're Oxlotzing her, you won't be able to get her under 100% for the first cleave. But if you're Tamiseria, ing her, you will be able to, so you'll take that out. Interesting. Obviously, it's not a bad thing, but I'm not sure if that's enough. Like, I see what they're trying to do with this. They're trying to make it so she doesn't just die to cleave, but I think she's just going to die to cleave. I think it's just what she's gonna do. That's gonna be her life now. So let's see what they did to skills. So her staff sucked before. So it's the same 50% chance up to 60% with this. And it also detonates burns. 30% chance to detonate burns. That's really cool. I like that. That adds her skill 1 to be less of a little bash, like, you know, like a haha instead. And now, like, 30% of the time, it's like, ha, you know? I like that a lot. So, that's cool. Also, they're changing her soul burn. They took it away from her skill 3, which was just useless, into this one, which increases detonate chance to 100%. Not sure what I think about that. I almost like the extra turn now more with the detonate chance. On her skill 3, or the extra turn on her skill 3 with the detonate on her skill 1 now. But that'll be something to test here. So adjustments have been made for Flame Barrier. The flame strength has been increased by 50%, so that's a pretty big increase. I like that a lot. I don't know if it's enough yet, but that's 50% there and also 25% there. And after being attacked, grants the caster a barrier for 1 turn and burns the attacker for 1 turn. Barrier strength increases proportionate to the caster's attack. And then barrier strength here. So before it was a 50% chance, which just sucked before. Like, it wasn't really reliable. It didn't do enough. Now it's a 100% chance, so it happens every single time. So every single AoE, every single counterattack, every single everything. I think counterattack, actually. I'm not sure. Every single everything will give her that. And she's also getting another 30% barrier. So that's up to 50% plus 30%. So 80% extra barrier strength. Also, she'll have that 25% extra base HP. Also, she'll have more percent attack from her things. So overall, she's going to get a pretty big boost to a lot of her defenses. But is it enough? Who cares? Look at her. Who cares if it's enough? Look at her. Anyway, I'm really excited to try her. I will absolutely be giving her all of my love. I don't know if I'm going to do it right away. I can't decide. That's so much stamina. Like, I can't afford that much stamina right now. I just can't do it. So I think I have to wait on her actual spec change. Whew, Mango Breathe. Epic Season Pass 2 is here. People are going to ask, is there anything hidden? Gerardo, Gunther, Anot, the trolls. They're literally just trolling at this point. Daniel. Damn it, Daniel. I don't see any secrets. Oh, Huche. Huche. There's Huche. It's Athena's favorite person in the game. Huche's hiding. But anyways, people are going to ask if it's worth it to buy the pass. Yes, 100%. I haven't seen the rewards yet, but I'm going to guess yes. Mulagora, yep. 3 gold transmit, yep. 30 bookmarks, yep. Absolutely worth it to buy this pack. And then people are going to be like, Mango, is it worth it to buy Angelica's school uniform skin? I don't know. Do you like Angelica? Do you like her cute little outfit? Do you like the heart staff? It's up to you. I can't tell you if you should buy a skin or not. I think it would be unfortunate to not have every skin in the game, Ammo. I feel like you're really losing some style points if you do that. So I would absolutely... Nilgal? Nilgal? What? Holo Trials Nilgal. I don't care what I was talking about. Let's read this. A new boss Nilgal will be added to the Holo Trials for the preseason. New sets of exclusive equipment. Ah, yes, let's go. Who are we getting this time? Who are we getting? Who are we getting? Who are we getting? Who are we getting? Let's see. So Nilgal, Kayron, they're going to be on rotation. That's cool. The first Nilgal looks like increases damage by thieves, increases attack by 20% when a knight hero. So we're going to be like knight damage dealers. Inflicted with what? Tell us what inflicted by. Oh. Decreased combat readiness inflicted by 75%. Where is it? Bleeding. Okay. That's cool. So I feel like this is going to be a pretty good battle for Haste, right? Because it is a earth unit, right? Haste does some bleed. So Haste is probably a pretty good setup for this, especially considering the 30% extra attack. The first one is going to be decreased attack as well. I'm not sure who's going to be the best for that, but it should be pretty easy to figure it out once we take a look at our units. I don't think they changed anything here, so let's just look at the Guider Aether. Guider Aether, let's just look at the exclusive equipment. So we have 7 to 14% attack on it. A mystical whistle that enables the user to freely exchange feelings with small creatures. Oh my god, it's a rubber ducky. It is literally a rubber ducky. That is cool. So what does this do? Spirit's protection barrier covers all allies. Huh. I like that. I like that. That's really cool. So I need to go read his skills really quick here. Because I remember one of the problems with Aether being I just couldn't get him to really like support enough, and I couldn't really get him to damage enough. So maybe that will allow him to be the offensive healer Dingo was supposed to be. So let's see. Oh my god. I need to build Aether. I'm so excited for this. So his it's his Spirit's protection, attacks with the spirit power, and grants caster a barrier for 2 turns, proportionate to the caster's attack. And this one is heals all allies. Okay, I am really excited for this. I think I might Mulagora Aether soon, because I really, really, really enjoy this style of play. He's one of my favorite characters in the game. Really great VA as well. And I really like this too. This is really cool. Spirit's Barrier covers all allies. Also, a Wave of Force stuns the enemy for 1 turn. So that's a single target stun, 100% chance. Like, that seems pretty good. And Wave of Force increases the attack of all allies for 2 turns. Okay, I really like this. I really, really like what they did to Guider Aether. You have 3 options. Your first option, Spirit's Barrier covers all allies. This turns him into a pseudo healer. You know, like, he does DPS and he heals. And usually the regen wasn't enough to maintain his sort of healing, but regen plus an AoE shield might be enough. So that puts him in a healing role pretty effectively. Second, you have a stun the enemy for 1 turn, which is very likely going to be pretty decent in, I just realized you can't see the screen, which is very likely going to be pretty decent in PvP battles. And then you have increases attack of all allies for 2 turns when using Wave of Force. So this is going to be a really great option to use for Guider Aether on any team with a second healer where you don't need that barrier. So I love that. That gave him 3 different options to use, and they all excel in 3 different areas. Absolutely beautifully done. I'm like almost in tears right now because I'm just so impressed with Smilegate. I'm so impressed with the direction they're going. It makes me so happy and so relieved that stuff is getting done right. Like, I'm reading stuff now and I'm not like, that's the stupidest thing ever. You know, like, that's a really cool thing. Euphine. Okay, that's the stupidest thing ever. That's not Araminta. Okay, so Euphine's abilities here. I need to read them again. So let's just go do that really quick before we screw something up. Euphine. If you were Euphine, where would you be? I would probably be alphabetically ordered, so I would be at Y, but being alphabetically ordered, in this game would mean absolutely nothing. Is she just gone? There she is. Okay, so her skill 1 is 35% chance for defense reduction. Her skill 2 is the AoE silence and attack and speed to the caster. Also dispel. Her third one is just big deeps. Okay, that's pretty much what I expected. I just wanted to see specifics with sense and stuff. So her double slash, which is her skill 1, has a 35% chance to extend the caster's buff durations by 1 turn. That's really cool. I do like that a lot. But at the same time, I like that a lot, but like, how reliable is that? 35% chance isn't a lot. And then you also have turns where you're not going to have buffs on you. But that said, you could give her immunity or invincibility and just go to town. Like, that's a possibility. You can also increase the damage done by 30% when using double slash. She does a lot of damage with her skill 1. And also her Dragon's Roar increases chance of inflicting silence by 15%, which is up from 80. That puts it at exactly 100% chance with Molagoras. So, less excited about hers. I mean, they might be good, but less excited about these. I think the double slash one, the increased buff duration, will be really fun to play with. So that's the one I would be playing with. But interesting choice. Let's just say that 8 to 16 effectiveness. A lot of people are going to be like, LOL, why would you give her effectiveness instead of attack or crit damage or whatever? The thing is, with her, you need the effectiveness anyway. So there's just like, it doesn't really matter what she gets, to be honest. Like, as long as it's not speed. Speed's the only one that really stands out. The rest, it doesn't really matter. She needs those stats somewhere, so it's okay to get them on this. And Armin, this is definitely one I'm going to need to have to read because I honestly don't know what Armin does. I know what she does, but I don't know specifically, which is a theme here. I also don't know where she is. Liz, can somebody please tell me how these are ordered? I'm sure they're ordered by like star sign or something. But Armin. So she attacks with a large shield, 25% chance of stunning. When the enemy is debuffed, the chance will increase. It will increase, eh? By how much? Will it double? Will it increase? I don't understand. That's the most, like, ambiguous thing I've ever seen. I've never actually read something like this that it just doesn't tell you. Anyway, damage dealt increases proportionate to defense. So she's got a 35% chance to stun on her skill 1. But don't worry, if they're debuffed, the chance will increase. Her skill 2 is a flash of light, 85% chance to decrease hit chance, and inflict poison for 3 turns. I did not know she poisons. That's really cool. It also increases the caster's defense for 2 turns. This is up to a 100% chance with Molagoras as well. And also Shield Wall covers all allies in the Shield of Light and grants barrier for 3 turns, recovering health. Barrier strength is proportionate to the caster's defense. Not recovered is proportionate to target's max HP. Increases damage suffered by all allies by 10% when this skill is unavailable. Okay, that's a pretty cool skill set. I've never really looked at Armin's skills before. It's really jam-packed with stuff. So let's take a look at what she's getting here. So her takedown, that's her skill 1, which is a 35% chance to stun, goes up to 60%, and it increases with debuffs. Pretty good, but now you're like still a worse Corvus with your skill 1. Shield Wall's barrier strength is increased by 50%. That's the one. It doesn't really say what the thing is. And Shield Wall, other one, dispels debuff from all allies when using Shield Wall. I like that. That's really cool. So I feel like if I'm using this one, I'm probably going to be putting it into her third skill, Shield Wall. And the reason is her skill 2 is on a 3-turn cooldown, and her skill 3 is on a 4-turn cooldown. So you're going to be using those a lot. So I feel like I would use this one, but I've never used Armin, so I can't really say for sure. But that's what I would expect. 5 to 10 speed is obviously very, very good. Okay, the boss monsters advantage also trials are improved. There's no functional changes. Okay. Perfect. Okay, so we have another one here. What's this one? This is part 2. What else do we have? Same stuff here. Bonus heroes, henchmen, insignias. Same stuff. Mulagora, hype to that. So that's kind of cool. So they just randomly threw the Mulagora instead of in the little separate area into the side stories. I don't know what to think about that, but it's also good because it's one less button to press. Luluka, Destina. Okay, yeah, this is all typical stuff. I would read all this, but unless they're hiding something, then it really just doesn't matter. This is what I wanted to see. Our boy Huche. Find rare items at Huche's pop-up shop. Oh, Huche's only there for 6 days. That's so weird. The pop-up shop is only available for the period that Huche is visiting. Item list will not change, however, there is a purchase limit. Item lists may change when Huche visits next time. Oh, Jesus. So we can buy a 4 to 5 star ticket for 1,200 Sky Stones? We can buy a Mulagora for 500 Sky Stones? We can buy 50 Mystic Metals for 200 Sky Stones? I'm so confused. I can't afford that. That's too much. Lower it. That's not a good deal, Huche. You're scam. No scam in Epic 7, okay? Okay, so this is one of the first things I'm not sold on. I don't like when they I don't like when I just kick something over. I don't like when they just do stuff like that. Like I don't like when they bait you to use your Sky Stones to buy stuff. Because this is like one of those like mini pay to win style things. Like obviously it's not pay to win, but this is what this kind of gets to, kind of like a way to make people transfer their Sky Stones into stuff so that they have to spend money on packs. Like that's what this is for. It doesn't seem like the greatest deal, right? Like 50 Mystic Metals for 200 Sky Stones. Is that a good deal? I don't know. 4 to 5 star ticket for 1,200 Sky Stones. So that's the equivalent of 50. 33% of 50 is like 16. So like that's the equivalent of like 70-ish bookmarks. Is that a good deal? I don't know. Greater Artifact Charm, 100 Sky Stones. Huche, you're scamming us, buddy. You're scamming us, okay? So I'm gonna think this one through. I need to take a little bit of a look at it, but I don't like Huche right now. Craft exclusive equipment. So, yep, we can see this too. That's with the third one here. We can craft the Valkyrie ring from Rose. Can be crafted once per day. Does it say how? Oh, you have to sacrifice others. So, it takes 3 to get normal. So it looks like it's going to take 8 to get a full craft. Higher quality grade will increase the chance of resulting exclusive equipment with higher stat. So it's not just RNG. Okay. Oh, you can choose the skill. You can choose the skill. Okay, so that makes it worth it. That right there is enough to make it worth it. I was kind of getting worried there, but that right there is awesome. So, heroes. All players will be able to purchase Yuna. Okay. No functional changes. No functional changes. No functional changes. The rules for barriers casted in battles are improved. In case of casting a barrier with longer duration, the battle with longer duration is applied. In case of casting an additional barrier, when a barrier is already applied, both barrier strength are compared and the barrier with a higher value will be applied. Okay, so that's good. It's just a better priority. Okay, more 2-star monsters. I can't wait to see how cute they are. Typos have been fixed. Bunch of stuff changed. A replay function has been added to the Abyss. Oh, that's so Sucky. That means I'm gonna have to go back to the Abyss and do guides for it. No, I don't want to do that. That was my excuse before, was I can't do it anymore, guys. I'm so sorry I can't do Abyss 90 anymore and show you how to do it. Ah, darn them for doing that. So pressing the buff icon shows the account buff. Okay. Game guide that appears. Okay. Block item is added. An issue where certain words not being available has been fixed. LOL Golem. A comma has been added to the gold. Sorry, I always misclick. Let me scroll back. There was one more line to read. Fixed an error in the Hall of Fame. Okay. So I think that's it. I'm going to do one more refresh. There was 2 there, so I just want to see if they added another. They didn't. Okay, so wow, that was a patch and a half. I loved everything about it except for Huche. I'm not sold on Huche yet, but I've never really liked Huche, so I guess we'll see. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe. As always, hit the bell notification, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye, everybody.